Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Pinta out in Poland. Browar Pinta. Pinta means pint in Polish. And it's the ż.Rillo Black Rye IPA. Now, Zito means rye and Rillo means Amarillo. Amarillo hops in this one. Pinta, Browar Pinta, are Poland's first craft brewery. I believe they contract brew at a particular brewery, but this beer very, very kindly sent to me from Thomas Kuipler. Check out Thomas Kuipler on his YouTube channel. Just search Thomas Kuipler, you'll find him, or subscribe to him here. Check him out. But let's get this particular beer out into a glass and see what we get. It's 5.3% ABV. Okay, nice smoke on the opening. Beer in the glass then. And I gotta say at this stage, I'm really, really pleased to be trying a black, wow, look at that. Wow, that looks smashing. Bit of spillage. I'm really pleased to be trying a black IPA from Poland. It just shows the craft beer scene really is taking hold all over the world. But look at the carbonation, that slow moving carbonation up the side of the glass. Best seen here. Isn't that mesmerising? Lovely, lovely kind of tan coloured head. Beer in the glass. It looks very dark. It looks kind of like it wants to be a bit amber. But it's not. And it wants to be a bit black as well. And it's not quite that either. But it looks okay. I'm going to get my nose in. Oh, and boy are we in for a treat tonight. Loads and loads of Amarillo hop in this beer. It's so pungent with pineapple, grapefruit, mango, like calypso fruits. It smells great. Wow, I'm going to dive in. Cheers. I gotta put that down. Wow. Fantastic stuff. That is so chock full of Amarillo hops. Stone the Crows. Wow. Exactly what I said in the aroma. It's pineapple, it's grapefruit, it's mango. There's a kind of an orange peel on the front of the mouth. It's very kind of tingly and bitter. Wow. Stone the Crows. Straight off the bat then. First mouthful was a bit of a battle with the head. This that's a mind-blowing beer. That really is a big hop bomb of a beer, and it's still pulling up my palate now. It's there, it's kind of pulling up my face. Really bitter beer. I reckon this has got to be up in the 80s IBUs, International Bitter Units. Up in the 80s, I reckon. By me. Let's talk about a couple of the other aspects of this beer then. Let's talk about the carbonation. It's a nicely carbonated beer. Helps to push the beer around in the inside of your mouth, and it kind of gives that beer that kind of turbocharged, blimey, it's hoppy. Wow, that that turbocharged kind of feel and rush you get from a kind of big hoppy beer. The carbonation is the key. In terms of the malt, it's well hidden. This beer, if you were to close your eyes, and I was looking for a golden ale, but I don't have one. If you were to close your eyes and have a hoppy IPA in your hand, you would think it was that, but it's not. It's black. They pulled it off really well. It's nice, and the water quality is perfect. It's a nice soft water, and to think that beers like this, I'm going to say it again, blimey, it's bitter. It's lovely and fruity and bitter. It's so chock full of flavour. But it's nice that it's 5.3% and it's so full of flavour. It's a wonderful, wonderful beer. This, if this is coming from Poland and this is what Poland's got to offer straight away, then I'm excited for Polish craft beer. I'm excited to see, for a few reasons. Let's go for the reasons. I'm excited to see where craft beer can go in Poland, whether it can kind of hit the heights like it does in America. Because there's always a kind of a change to get people to go from drinking regular lagers, regular, I imagine, stouts and porters, over to a big hoppy fruity beer like this. It's a bit of a change, and it's a kind of a stepping stone process. I don't think you would offer this beer to somebody who was just getting into beer. I think you might scare them away a little bit. But it's that challenge, isn't it? It's trying to get this beer into the hands of people who will appreciate it, and I think that it will happen. It will happen all over the world. So that's one of the reasons why I'm interested in Poland. And two, if this was the first kind of craft brewery in Poland, Pinta, then how many are going to follow? Is it going to be this kind of craze all over the country where they're going to be opening, like in London, they're opening all the time? I'd like to think that the craft beer revolution is going to go all around the world, because I'm going to just quickly talk about wine, and wine has its limitations. You couldn't produce grapes and wine out in Poland or Scotland or colder countries, but as long as you grow the grain and you grow the hops, you can produce beer anywhere in the world. And this is what is exciting about the revolution in craft beer, is that everybody from every country around the world can get involved. Right, enough chatter for me. Final thought on a rating then for Pinta ŻytoRillo. Absolutely fabulous beer then. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful beer. It's chock full of hops. It's so fruity and bitter. Nice carbonation. The head's kept itself well on the beer. The black IPA is a black IPA. It drinks like a golden ale. It's wonderful. The black is just darkening the beer from the roasted malt. I've just given another Polish beer a 10 out of 10. I'm going to have to give this one another 10 out of 10. It's wonderful stuff. So thanks for joining me. Go and check out Thomas Koipler. Put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.